As it neared Mars, its tail began glowing with unusual electromagnetic emissions, pulsing at rhythmic intervals. Some researchers suggested this could be due to magnetic interactions, while others whispered about the possibility of artificial patterns. The world watched as JWST continued to stream data, revealing something humanity had never seen before. Using its powerful infrared imaging, JWST revealed details of 3I/Atlas that shocked the scientific community.
Unlike any known comet, its structure appeared crystalline, as though made of reflective shards that refracted sunlight in complex geometric patterns. But the real surprise came when spectral analysis detected rare isotopes never found within our solar system. These isotopes hinted that 3I Atlas was billions of years older than our own sun, possibly ejected from a dying star system long ago.
Then came the anomaly, a sudden burst of infrared light from the comet's core. It wasn't random, it repeated every 47 minutes like a heartbeat. Researchers ruled out rotation or gas venting. Some began to wonder, was this signal intentional? Or could it be an unknown natural phenomenon beyond human comprehension? As 3I Atlas passed near Mars, its tail stretched across millions of kilometers, and for a brief moment, the red planet's atmosphere lit up in a strange shimmering aurora. Mars orbiters recorded unprecedented electromagnetic fluctuations, and even Earth-based telescopes noticed brief spikes in radio frequencies. NASA's Perseverance rover detected a faint energy pulse just before the comet's closest approach. It was brief, lasting less than 2 seconds, but it matched the same 47-minute signal interval seen earlier. This synchronization has led scientists to theorize that 3I Atlas might be responding to cosmic frequencies or carrying encoded information through light. In short, Mars wasn't just a bystander. It might have interacted with this interstellar visitor in ways we're only beginning to understand. The astronomical community has been divided. Some researchers believe the strange signals are natural results of the comet's unique composition and interstellar radiation. Others argue that 3I Atlas could be a fragment of an artificial probe, a relic from a long-lost civilization that once roamed the galaxy. Dr. Elena Markov from the European Space Agency stated, "If these patterns are intentional, we could be witnessing the first confirmed evidence of an engineered object from beyond our star system." Meanwhile, NASA has been cautious, calling for more data and long-term observation. Still, leaks from internal discussions hint at quiet excitement, and perhaps even unease, about what this means for our understanding of intelligent life beyond Earth. As 3I/Atlas continues to exit our solar system, it leaves behind more questions than answers. JWST and multiple observatories worldwide are now tracking its path, searching for any remaining emissions or energy patterns. Some believe this could be the start of a new era, the cosmic messenger hypothesis, where interstellar objects serve as carriers of knowledge across galaxies. Others remain skeptical, warning against jumping to conclusions without concrete proof. One thing is certain, the universe just reminded us how small we truly are and how much there is left to discover. Whether 3I/Atlas is a natural wanderer or a message from the stars, its brief encounter with Mars may one day be remembered as the moment humanity looked deeper into the unknown and realized we were being watched back. Following the Mars encounter, the James Webb Telescope detected a powerful burst of ultraviolet light radiating from 3I/Atlas. What's strange is that the pulse seemed to bend space around it slightly, a phenomenon known as gravitational lensing, far too strong for an object of its size. Scientists were stunned. How could a small interstellar object emit an energy signature comparable to that of a neutron star? Spectrographic analysis showed that the light contained a repeating molecular pattern, almost like binary code. Researchers at Caltech began decoding it, believing it could be a naturally repeating chemical sequence. But some independent astronomers suggested something far more chilling, a deliberate transmission. If true, it would mean 3I Atlas isn't just a visitor, it might be a messenger. Days after the comet's passing, NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter and ESA's Trace Gas Orbiter recorded faint but consistent energy trails left in the planet's upper atmosphere. The fields were electromagnetic, structured like a ripple, as though something invisible had stirred the Martian sky. Even more bizarre, these ripples followed the exact trajectory of 3I Atlas, persisting long after it was gone. Theories range from ionized dust interactions to multi-dimensional disturbances. Some even propose that the comet may have opened a temporary rift in the Martian magnetosphere, a gateway perhaps between realities or cosmic layers. Weeks later, deep space radio observatories began picking up the same 47-minute pulse, now echoing faintly from multiple points across the solar system. Each pulse was synchronized but slightly delayed, as if bouncing between invisible waypoints. Researchers dubbed it the Atlas beat. It was too consistent to be random cosmic noise. Could it be an ancient beacon system spanning light years? Or perhaps a self-replicating energy pattern spreading through the vacuum? Whatever it was, it defied every known physical law. Astonishingly, the Perseverance rover discovered microscopic particles embedded in Martian soil following the comet's passage. Under analysis, these Atlas dust samples didn't match any known composition. They were made of ultra-dense carbon lattices with embedded quantum structures. At quantum scale, these particles appeared to store data. Yes, actual information encoded within their atomic arrangement. Could 3I/Atlas have been distributing data seeds across planetary bodies as it traveled the cosmos? The idea sent ripples through the scientific world. As 3I/Atlas continued outward beyond Mars, the Voyager 2 probe detected a strange interference pattern in its communication systems. At first, NASA engineers thought it was a malfunction, until they saw the repeating signal that matched the 47-minute interval. It was as if 3I Atlas was pinging every major probe in our solar system: Voyager, Pioneer, even New Horizons. Something or someone wanted to make sure we were paying attention. By converting the infrared and ultraviolet data from 3I Atlas into audio frequencies, scientists discovered harmonic structures that resembled a musical chord, haunting, mathematical, and strangely human-like. This led to the hypothesis that light itself could be the medium of a message, an ancient, universal language of geometry and vibration. If that's true, then 3I Atlas might be a messenger designed to awaken civilizations capable of detecting its light. The decoded light patterns were then mapped spatially, revealing what looked like a 3D star chart. When overlaid with known cosmic coordinates, the chart pointed toward a region near the constellation Lyra, the same region where ancient texts and UFO lore often claim intelligent life exists. Was this just coincidence, or the universe pointing us toward our galactic neighbors? NASA has since quietly reoriented telescopes toward Lyra, though no official statements have been made. Around the world, the discovery ignited public fascination. Social media exploded with theories, from alien beacons to divine messages. Religious leaders called it a cosmic revelation, while physicists warned against premature conclusions. In the midst of the frenzy, the UN announced an emergency assembly for interstellar object response protocols. Humanity, for the first time, was preparing for possible contact, not through radio, but through light itself. When researchers analyzed the light signals from 3I/Atlas using quantum entanglement sensors, they discovered synchronized fluctuations on Earth identical to those detected near Mars weeks earlier. This meant the signals weren't just traveling through space, they were entangled across dimensions. The comet's message might be existing simultaneously in multiple realities. That realization terrified some, fascinated others, and completely shattered conventional astrophysics. Mathematicians noticed that the pulse patterns followed a perfect Fibonacci sequence. Each burst, each pause, and each light frequency matched the mathematical ratio found in galaxies, seashells, and DNA itself. Could 3I Atlas be a cosmic reminder that the same divine code underlies all creation?
Or was it proof that an advanced intelligence understands the structure of reality at its core? Leaked reports revealed NASA and the European Space Agency held a secretive meeting discussing non-human signal formatting. Anonymous insiders claimed that decoding progress had reached 72%, enough to suggest a structured message that begins with universal constants and ends with what appears to be an equation for energy transmutation. If true, 3I Atlas may not only be a messenger, it may carry blueprints for cosmic technology. Then, something unprecedented happened. For the first time in recorded history, Earth's radio telescopes went completely silent, not from malfunction, but from being overwhelmed. The 47-minute signal suddenly synchronized across every detector on the planet, followed by a single, universal tone. It lasted for exactly 7 seconds. When it ended, every telescope in the world received one word encoded in binary: listen. Following the event, thousands of people around the world reported vivid dreams, seeing symbols, geometric lights, and a sense of unity with the cosmos. Neuroscientists began studying these cases, discovering identical brainwave frequencies across participants during sleep. And from the depths of space, another echo answered back. Now, 3I Atlas is vanishing into the darkness beyond Jupiter's orbit, leaving behind mysteries that may take generations to unravel. Yet, as it fades, we're left with a profound question. What if the universe has been speaking all along, waiting for us to build a telescope powerful enough and a consciousness open enough to finally hear it? The James Webb Telescope didn't just capture a comet. It might have recorded the moment humanity's isolation ended and our awakening began. As 3I Atlas traveled further away, the James Webb Telescope continued to monitor its trajectory. However, something inexplicable occurred. Its speed began to increase, defying gravitational expectations. Objects leaving our solar system typically slow down due to solar drag, but 3I Atlas accelerated, as if being pulled by an unseen force. Some theorists proposed it had activated a form of propulsion beyond human understanding, perhaps using solar energy to warp local space-time. Others speculated it was responding to the return signal from Earth, changing direction toward a destination only it knew. A few days later, gravitational wave detectors on Earth picked up a faint distortion in the space-time fabric, matching the exact timestamp of 3I/Atlas's acceleration. Unlike typical black hole or neutron star signals, this one was smooth and cyclic, like a spiral pattern echoing through the cosmos. Experts called it the Atlas ripple, a phenomenon hinting that the comet might have crossed into a different dimensional layer of space. Could interstellar travelers already understand how to slip between dimensions, using cosmic bodies as carriers? Back on Earth, the Atlas dust samples recovered from Mars underwent quantum-level analysis at CERN. Researchers found that when exposed to light at the 47-minute pulse frequency, the dust particles rearranged themselves into fractal geometric symbols. Even more shocking, these symbols formed a continuous pattern, a recursive, self-building structure that seemed to evolve the longer it was illuminated. It was as if the dust carried the DNA of technology, a self-assembling nanocode from the stars. Inspired by these discoveries, NASA and the European Space Agency collaborated on Project Echo, a plan to send a directed laser transmission back toward 3I Atlas's last known coordinates. The message contained mathematical constants, geometric sequences, and the binary word listen. It was humanity's first conscious attempt at responding to an interstellar signal. The transmission was sent, and then silence for 47 minutes. Then came the reply, a single pulse of light, perfectly synchronized. Astronomers noticed that after the response, strange atmospheric patterns began forming above Earth's magnetic poles, symmetrical vortexes, as if our planet's magnetic field was mirroring the energy resonance of the signal. Satellites recorded auroras of unprecedented intensity, glowing in shapes resembling spirals and Fibonacci patterns, the same mathematics encoded in the comet's message. For the first time, the planet itself seemed to be participating in the cosmic dialogue. Over the following weeks, more interstellar objects were detected, faint, icy fragments following similar trajectories, all exhibiting low-frequency pulses matching 3I Atlas's rhythm. Astronomers named them the Atlas Network. This raised profound questions. Was 3I Atlas the first of many messengers? Could the universe itself be seeded with these traveling emissaries, dispersing knowledge to emerging civilizations? Neuroscientists discovered something eerie. Human brainwaves in deep meditation or REM sleep began synchronizing with the Atlas frequency. People reported hearing a distant hum, feeling intense clarity, and dreaming of glowing geometric cities among the stars. Could the signal be awakening latent capacities within human consciousness, a kind of cosmic resonance waiting to be triggered? In a remote Antarctic research station, seismic detectors registered an unexplained energy pulse from beneath the ice, again synchronized to the 47-minute interval. A team was dispatched, discovering an enormous structure buried deep below, perfectly hexagonal in shape. Though officially dismissed as a natural formation, leaked data suggests its geometry matches the fractal symbols formed by the Atlas dust. Had one of these messengers visited Earth before? Dr. Rafael Ibarra from the University of Chile proposed a radical theory. Interstellar comets like 3I Atlas are vehicles of cosmic pollination. They carry biological and informational seeds to developing worlds, ensuring that consciousness evolves in harmony across the galaxy. If true, then every intelligent species might owe its existence to these interstellar travelers, a galactic network of creation itself.